Hello, this is Swami Pranava, and I'm back with another video on Murakami's what I talk about when I talk about running. And it's a beautiful afternoon here in the lab, and I think we'll be getting some rain later. In this part of the book, this is the end of chapter 2, and Murakami is talking about how his running has actually enabled him to be a world-class or a very excellent novelist, a very excellent writer of novels. No matter how much long-distance running might suit me, of course there are days when I feel kind of lethargic and don't want to run. Actually, it happens a lot. On days like that, I try to think of all kinds of plausible excuses to slough it off. Once I interviewed the Olympic runner Toshihiko Seko just after he retired from running and became manager of the S&B company team. I asked him, does a runner at your level ever feel like you'd rather not run today? Like you don't want to run and would rather just sleep in? He stared at me and then, in a voice that made it abundantly clear how stupid he thought the question was, replied, "Of course, all the time." Now that I look back on it, I can see what a dumb question that was. I guess even back then, I knew how dumb it was. But I suppose I wanted to hear the answer directly from someone of Seiko's caliber. I wanted to know whether, despite being worlds apart in terms of strength, the amount we can exercise and motivation, when we lace up our running shoes early in the morning, we feel exactly the same way. Seiko's reply at the same time came as a great relief. In the final analysis, we're all the same, I thought. Whenever I feel like I don't want to run, I always ask myself the same thing. You're able to make a living as a novelist, working at home, setting your own hours, so you don't have to commute on a packed train or sit through boring meetings. Don't you realize how fortunate you are? Believe me, I do. Compared to that, running an hour around the neighborhood is nothing, right? Whenever I picture packed trains and endless meetings, this gets me motivated all over again, and I lace up my running shoes and set off without any qualms. If I can't manage this much, I think, it'll serve me right. I say this knowing full well that there are lots of people who'd pick riding a crowded train and attending meetings any day over running every day for an hour. At any rate, that's how I started running. 33. That's how old I was then. Still young enough, though no longer a young man. The age that Jesus Christ died. The age that Scott Fitzgerald started to go downhill. That age may be a kind of crossroads in life. That was the age when I began my life as a runner, and it was my belated but real starting point as a novelist.